Book title: Beyond Challenges, Awakening on the Path of Evolution. Written by Vahid Zekavati. Copyright 2024 NLP Radio. Attention. This book has been translated and narrated by artificial intelligence, so I apologize in advance for possible mistakes in the pronunciation of words. Please keep this in mind before starting the book. Introduction. Have you ever felt like an unknown and mysterious force has taken hold of your life? Have you ever wondered why every time you take a step forward, something in the shadows pulls you back? Maybe you have thought for a moment that all these challenges, obstacles, and difficulties have been deliberately placed in front of you. But is this the whole story? Isn't there more than meets the eye? You have always wondered why you have to deal with problems every day that you have no control over. But in the heart of this book, we intend to reveal secrets that you may have never thought about. Secrets that can change your perspective on life and its challenges. Every challenge that comes your way can be part of a bigger plan. A map that leads you to a different path than you think. You have felt that your problems are meaningless shadows created only to annoy and ground you. But have you ever thought that these shadows actually reveal a hidden light? Have you thought that behind every challenge, there is a deep and valuable lesson hidden that can only be found in its darkness? This book invites you to a mysterious adventure. A journey where there is no turning back, because once you step into it, everything changes. You will return from this trip with open eyes and a stronger mind. Every step of this path brings you closer to yourself, to that hidden power that is hidden in you and you have not paid attention to it until now. There is something hidden in every word of this book that can change your mind. Are you ready to discover your true power? Are you ready to realize that challenges are not your enemies, but teachers who come to your awakening? In this journey, you are not alone. The words of this book will guide you like a light in the darkness. This book is more than a motivational work. This book is a bridge to a world where every problem you face is just an excuse to discover your inner strength. Nothing happens by accident. No challenge will be thrown in your way for no reason. This book will show you how to see challenges as signs of a greater power. Now be ready. Be ready to walk a path that no one else can walk. Chapter 1. Challenges, Gates of Evolution. Have you ever wondered why some people remain resilient and energetic despite all the hardships and problems in life? What is inside them that makes them welcome challenges instead of running away? Is there a hidden secret in this way of thinking? Why do some see challenges as big stones on their way and others see them as stepping stones to climb higher peaks? Maybe you have thought to yourself many times that life's challenges are nothing but an obstacle on the way to happiness. But now, in this book, we want to reveal a truth that may change your outlook on life. Challenges are actually evolutionary gates that lead us to growth and excellence. They are not only obstacles, but bridges that connect you to what you can be. Imagine that every problem is a door that only you can open. Behind every door lies something that can only be reached by passing through it. This may seem scary at first, but fear is the key to change. Challenges want to lead you to your inner strength, a power that you may have ignored until today. From today, instead of running away from problems or complaining about them, see them as guides who have stepped towards your improvement and evolution. Are you ready to apply this new perspective to your life? The challenges of your life give you gifts that you may not have been able to understand until now. Every time you face a problem, you have the opportunity to learn from it and grow with it. To start this change, do a simple but very effective exercise. Every morning, when you wake up, say to yourself, "My problems are the key to my evolution." This is a simple sentence, but with each repetition, your mind slowly begins to accept the truth behind it. Challenges will no longer be your enemy. Rather, your companions will evolve on the way. This change of perspective is one of your first steps towards gaining true peace and strength. Each time you face a new problem, look at it calmly instead of getting scared or frustrated. Say to yourself, "This problem will take me to a higher place." And remember, Every challenge that comes your way in life is there for a reason. This reason is your evolution. With each new step, with each passing through a new gate, you will become stronger and more aware. Challenges are the gates of evolution. And now you are ready to brave them. Chapter 2. Strong Mentality. Have you ever wondered how some people remain calm and composed in the face of great hardships and difficulties? In moments when you feel scared or powerless, have you ever wondered what they have in their minds that gives them such strength? The human mind is his strongest weapon against life's challenges. But how can you develop this mindset? How can we use the power that lies within each of us to change the situation and overcome obstacles? The answer lies in the simplest yet most complex part of your being, your mind. The human mind has a tremendous power that is often overlooked. This power can help you overcome any challenge successfully. When faced with a problem, your mind goes down two different paths: the path of fear and retreat, or the path of strength and progress. But does this choice happen automatically? Do you have the choice of which path to choose? Yes, absolutely. This chapter shows you how you can take control of your mind, and instead of being trapped by fear and worry, you can achieve who you really are, a strong person who can overcome any problem. When faced with a challenge, the first step is to recognize your mind's initial reaction. Your mind naturally tends towards fear and stress, but these reactions are temporary and can be controlled with the right mental techniques. Techniques that help you overcome your fears and replace them with strength and confidence. One of these techniques is meditation. Meditation allows you to calm your mind and distance yourself from negative mental currents. Devote a few minutes to meditation every day. In these moments, just pay attention to your breath and let any stress or worry drift away from your mind. This simple but effective exercise will lead your mind to silence and deeper concentration over time. Another technique is positive visualization. In this technique, you use your imagination to visualize the future you want to create for yourself. Whenever you face a problem, instead of thinking about the worst-case scenario, visualize yourself going through that problem. Imagine how you will emerge victorious from this challenge and achieve what you want. This practice will make your mind automatically focus on solutions and success instead of focusing on fears. There are other mental exercises that can help you strengthen your mind day by day. One of these exercises is repeating positive sentences. Every day, repeat to yourself statements like, "I have the strength to overcome any challenge." With each repetition, this sentence becomes part of your belief and helps you to trust your inner strength in difficult moments, instead of giving up. With these exercises, your mind will become stronger and more ready. And the stronger your mind, the smaller the challenges will seem. You will be able to face and overcome any problem with calmness and confidence. Your strong mindset is the key to your success in the path of evolution. Chapter 3. How to embrace challenges. Have you ever wondered why some people face their problems in life with complete calmness and acceptance, while others respond to every challenge with resistance and anxiety? What is the difference between these two groups? The answer is simple. The first group sees challenges not as an enemy, but as an opportunity for growth and development. They know that challenges are nothing more than difficult obstacles, but steps that lead to a better and brighter future. Challenges are like complex puzzles, riddles that make you think and stimulate your mind every time. But when you find the answers to these riddles, not only have you overcome the difficulty, but you have become a new and more informed person. Challenges are like coaches who teach you skills you would never have acquired without them. But how to embrace them instead of running away from problems? How to accept challenges as a part of life and use them as learning opportunities. In this chapter, you will be taught how to embrace problems instead of resisting them, and use them as tools for learning and growth. One of the effective techniques for accepting challenges is a technique called open embrace. This technique will help you to embrace a challenge every time you face it, instead of fighting or running away from it. When faced with a problem, instead of building resistance in your mind, say softly, "I am ready." This simple but powerful sentence sends a message to your mind that you are ready to learn from challenges instead of being afraid and stressed. When you look at challenges with this mindset, they turn from enemies to companions that lead you to improvement and progress. The open embrace technique invites you to see problems as temporary friends instead of fearing them. Every problem, every challenge, every obstacle has a lesson hidden in its heart. You must be ready to learn these lessons. When you embrace challenges, they stop scaring you. Instead, you tap into your inner strength and use every problem as an opportunity for growth. With this change of perspective, problems give you strength and motivation instead of stopping you. Instead of running away, you move towards them and overcome each challenge with more awareness and strength. Chapter 4. Beyond Fear. Fear, like an opponent lurking in the shadows, is always lurking in the corner of our minds. There are moments when we feel worried or apprehensive even without a clear reason. Fear, an emotion that we all have experienced in some way, is an integral part of human life. But have you ever wondered where fears actually come from? Are they real or just a figment of our minds? In this chapter, we delve into a deeper understanding of the nature of fear. Fear is like a mirror that shows us our inner truth. Every time we face a fear, we get an opportunity to take a look at the unknown parts of ourselves. This is what many of us overlook. Instead of accepting and facing fear, we run away from it. But running away from fear has never been and never will be a solution. Our fears are often formed due to past experiences or limiting beliefs that have taken root in our minds. For example, someone may have had an unpleasant experience as a child that instilled a fear of failure. Every time this person faces a new challenge, this fear is reactivated and stops them from taking action. But is fear really the reason for failure? Can we turn this unpleasant feeling into a tool for growth and development? The answer to these questions is yes. Here we refer to the concept of directly looking at fear. This is a simple but very powerful technique. Instead of running away from your fear, face it. When we look directly at our fears, we realize that many of them are nothing more than imaginations. What at first appears to be a terrifying monster is actually just a shadow. For example, let's look at one of the most common human fears, the fear of failure. Many of us avoid doing big and important things because of the fear of failure. Instead of taking risks and facing challenges, we look for safer and less dangerous paths. But is this a permanent solution? Will running from fear get you where you want to go? Let me explain this with a true story. Alexander was a person who during his life was afraid of failure. He gave up on big projects many times. Every time he got an opportunity to grow and develop, this fear was activated in him. He thought that if he failed, he would lose everything. This fear did not allow him to realize his true abilities. Until one day he decided to face this fear. He began to examine what it was about him that made him so afraid of failure. Eventually, he realized that his fear of failure was just a mental illusion rooted in his past experiences. In fact, our fears are more based on our imaginations and false beliefs than they are based on reality. Beliefs that limit us and do not allow us to realize our true abilities. But when you break these beliefs and examine your fears with a closer look, you will see that these fears are only limitations that you have imposed on yourself. One of the important tools in dealing with fear is meditation techniques and calming the mind. Meditation helps you clear your mind of intrusive thoughts and irrational fears. When your mind is calm and focused, you can see things more clearly. Meditation helps you to distance yourself from negative emotions such as fear and anxiety, and instead experience a sense of inner peace and control. Also, the positive visualization technique can help you face your fears. When you can imagine yourself in a successful situation, you will find more strength to overcome your fears. Positive visualization helps you think about success and victory instead of focusing on failure and failure. This technique allows you to face your fears with more strength and overcome them. Fears will always be there, but you can choose whether you want to let them hold you back or see them as signs of growth and progress. When you choose to face your fear instead of running from it, you will find that fear is not only a barrier, it can lead you to a higher level of awareness and power. Whenever you face a fear, instead of letting it paralyze you, ask, "What does this fear show me?" Maybe this fear tells you that you need to work more on self-confidence. It may show you that you have not yet fully recognized a part of yourself. Whatever it is, your fears have messages. Messages that, if you read them correctly, will help you grow and evolve. Consequently, see your fears not as enemies, but as guides for growth and awareness. Beyond fear, a world of peace and power awaits you. Instead of running away from fear, look into it and discover your true power. Chapter 5. Loser Mentality, Path to Fall. We have all experienced moments in life when we feel like we have failed. These moments can be work challenges, personal problems, or even small setbacks that others may not see as important. But the reality is that how we deal with these failures determines the path we choose in life. In fact, it's never failure that holds us back, but the mentality that comes from those failures, the loser mentality. A loser's mentality means accepting failure as the ultimate destiny. This mentality gradually destroys all our powers and abilities. When you allow yourself to give up and become frustrated, you are effectively blowing away all your opportunities for evolution and growth. This mindset is like a poison that seeps deep into your mind, and with each surrender, its effects become stronger and wider. Ultimately, a loser mentality makes you feel that nothing can change and that you are powerless against problems. Now, if we want to overcome this destructive mindset, we must first fully recognize it. A loser's mentality consists of two key parts: surrender and despair. Acknowledgement. Mental trap. Giving up is the first sign of a loser mentality. Giving up means admitting that you are unable to solve the problem. Many people give up quickly when faced with a difficult challenge because they think the problem is beyond their abilities. But is it really so? Is there a problem you can't solve? The answer to this question is simple. Well, giving up means missing out on learning opportunities. When you face a challenge, the first thing that should come to your mind is that this problem is going to teach you something. You may not have seen this problem as an opportunity for growth, but it is precisely these challenges that drive you to evolve. Giving up not only prevents you from solving the problem, but also deprives you of the opportunity to learn and grow. Disappointment. Motivation killer. Despair is the second major component of the loser mentality. Despair arises when you feel that all your efforts have been in vain and there is no hope of changing the situation. This feeling can be very strong and completely wear you down. But despair is also just an illusion. No situation is so bad that there is no solution. In fact, many of the world's most successful people have experienced a time in their lives when they were completely disappointed. But they had one major difference: they overcame despair. When you give up in the face of disappointment, you won't have the motivation to keep trying. But this surrender means losing your true power. Your strength is that even in the most difficult situations, you can continue to try and find a solution to problems. Frustration stop technique. One of the most powerful ways to deal with frustration is the frustration stop technique. This technique will help you identify and nip it in the bud every time you feel frustrated. This technique consists of 3 main steps. 1. Recognizing frustration. The first step is to recognize the frustration whenever you feel it. Say to yourself, "It's the frustration that's holding me back." 2. Acceptance of feelings. Second, instead of running away from the feeling, embrace it. Say, "I'm feeling frustrated right now, and that's totally normal." This step helps you face your feelings instead of fighting them. 3. Turning frustration into motivation. Finally, instead of letting disappointment paralyze you, turn it into motivation to move forward. Tell yourself, "This frustration is a sign that I need to work harder." This step will help you move forward with more strength instead of giving up. Using this technique, you can use any frustrating situation as an opportunity to strengthen your inner strength. Disappointment will no longer mean the end, but a new beginning to find new and better ways. Avoid the loser mentality. Always act like a winner. If you can push through giving up and despair, you'll find over time that you're always a winner instead of a loser. Being a winner does not mean that you will always be successful or that you will never have problems. Rather, it means that even in the most difficult situations, never give up and always look for a solution. A winner knows that failures and challenges are part of the path to success. He learns from every failure and uses every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Being a winner means having a strong mindset that allows you to keep your hope and motivation even in difficult situations. Don't forget how a loser mentality will gradually bring you down and prevent you from growing and evolving. But with the right techniques, you can overcome this destructive mindset and always come out as a winner, even in the toughest of situations. Chapter 6. Challenges are a bridge to evolution. Life is full of difficult moments and challenges that may initially scare us and even divert us from our path. But these are the challenges that shape the path of our evolution. Evolution is not something that is easily achieved. Rather, it is a complex and winding path that can only be achieved by facing challenges and overcoming them. In this chapter, you will gain a deeper understanding of the concept of challenges as a bridge to evolution. This bridge is the path that leads you from your current situation to a higher level of empowerment, awareness, and self-knowledge. Evolution doesn't just mean achieving material success or achieving goals. Rather, it means inner growth and gaining mental and emotional strength so that you can deal with every challenge you face in life in a positive and constructive way. The challenge as a teacher. Every challenge that appears in your life is actually a hidden teacher. These challenges teach you lessons that no teacher or book can teach you. When faced with a challenge, the first step is to ask yourself, what's in it for me? Instead of dreading it or trying to run away from it, look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Challenges often show us our weaknesses and force us to address them. But these same weaknesses can become our strengths if we face them correctly. Therefore, every challenge that comes your way is an opportunity to improve and strengthen yourself. Crossing the bridge of evolution. Imagine that every challenge that appears in your life is like a bridge that takes you to a better and higher place from where you are now. But to cross this bridge, you need courage, focus, and determination. Without these three elements, you may get stuck in the middle of the bridge, or even go backwards. Courage is the first essential element. Without courage, you cannot take the first step. Many people do not step on the path at all due to the fear of failure, and prefer to stay in their comfort zone. But courage means moving forward even in the face of fear. Every step you take on the bridge of evolution brings you closer to success. Focus is the second vital element. Without focus, you will not be able to pass the challenges properly. Many people become anxious and distressed when faced with life's challenges instead of staying focused. This situation diverts them from the main path and makes them unable to cross the bridge properly. But if you can calm your mind and keep your focus on the end goal, even the toughest challenges can't stop you. Will is the third and most important element. Willpower gives you the strength to keep going even in difficult moments when you may feel like you can't go on. Will is the force that takes you from the starting point to the end of the bridge. Without willpower, you may stop midway or even go backwards. But with a strong will, no challenge can divert you from your path. Accepting challenges. One of the main mental changes you should learn in this season is changing your attitude towards challenges. When faced with a new challenge, most people quickly experience fear, anxiety, or even a sense of failure. But this attitude only makes the challenges seem bigger and more complex. In order to use challenges as a bridge to growth, you must learn to embrace them. Instead of fearing or running away from problems, you should approach them with open arms. This positive attitude not only helps you see challenges as opportunities for growth, but it also prepares your mind to accept any change. One practical technique you can use to welcome challenges is the active acceptance technique. In this technique, whenever you encounter a new problem, Instead of quickly thinking of a solution or running away from it, you first accept it. Say, "This problem has come into my life and I'm taking it as an opportunity." Then, instead of focusing on the difficulties and problems, look for the lessons that this challenge can teach you. This technique helps you to face problems with calmness and confidence instead of negative and fearful reactions. Smile in the face of challenges. One of the signs of people who have evolved is that they smile from within no matter what challenges they face. This smile shows their confidence in their inner strength. They know that no challenge can stop them, but every challenge makes them stronger and ready to face bigger issues. You too can reach this stage. Whatever challenges you face, instead of feeling defeated or worried, smile from within. This smile is not only a sign of your self-confidence, but also sends a message to your mind that you are ready and can overcome any problem. Ultimately, challenges are nothing more than hidden opportunities for growth and development. You cannot evolve unless you face and overcome these challenges. Every challenge that appears in your life is a bridge that leads you to a better and stronger future. This chapter will help you to embrace problems instead of fearing them and use them as tools for growth and development. Now that you understand the concept of challenges as a bridge to evolution, you can face each new challenge that appears in your life with confidence and peace. You are stronger than you think, and each new challenge will push you to a higher level. Conclusion. At the end of this fascinating journey into the world of challenges and evolution, you now have the necessary tools and knowledge to face every problem and challenge that arises in your life. This book taught you that challenges are not only obstacles, but actually opportunities for growth and learning. They make you aware of your strengths and weaknesses and allow you to become a stronger and more mature person with increased self-awareness and self-confidence. Acceptance of changes. Remember that life is always accompanied by changes and fluctuations. At any stage of your life, changes can present themselves as challenges. But it is these changes that teach you how to be flexible and adapt to new situations. Accepting change does not mean giving up, but rather embracing new opportunities and new experiences. Strengthening a positive mindset. Emphasis on positive mentality and hopeful attitude is the main key in overcoming challenges. Remind yourself every day that problems only serve as bridges to your greater goals. Try to think about your positive results and achievements instead of focusing on the difficulties. Use positive affirmations such as, "I am capable and can overcome any challenge," and apply them to your daily life. Application of learned techniques. The techniques you learn in this book will only work if you consistently apply them in your daily life. From meditation and mindfulness exercises to active acceptance techniques, any of these tools can help you face challenges with more confidence and calmness. The more you practice these techniques, the stronger and more confident you will become. Reflection and self-examination. Finally, always take time to think and reflect on your experiences and challenges. Analyze the challenges you have faced and how you responded to them on a daily or weekly basis. Journaling your feelings and lessons learned can help you better understand your growth and guide you toward your long-term goals. Communication with others. Your challenges and experiences can inspire others. Sharing your stories and lessons with others can lead to the creation of a support network where everyone helps each other. These connections allow you to learn from other people's experiences and not feel alone when facing challenges. Remember that life is a journey and every step you encounter is an opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace challenges with a positive outlook and courage and let these experiences make you a stronger and more knowledgeable person. Ultimately, you will surprise yourself with the challenges and evolutionary path ahead of you. Lead your life with faith in yourself and your abilities towards a bright future full of endless opportunities.